Eala Iva Jovic fall to Chinese pair in ASB Classic semis. Alex will now be focusing on her singles run. Eala will now turn her focus to her singles campaign after she and partner Iva Jovic of the United States succumbed to Chinese pair Yifan Su and Zhaoxian Yang, 5-7, 3-6, in the doubles competition of the WTA 250 ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, on Friday afternoon. The first-time Filipino-American duo struggled to regain momentum after the Chinese veterans recovered from a 2-game deficit to open the match. From 4-all, the contest turned into a seesaw battle, with the Asian pair racing to an extended set to claim the opening set advantage. Eala finally breaks through Lynette en route to ASB Classic semis. In the second set, Eala and Jovic briefly regained the lead at 3-2, but their foes proved too strong, reeling off 4 straight games to seal the win in a match that lasted 1 hour and 26 minutes. The Chinese pair will next face second seeds Han Yuguer of China and Kristina Mladenovic of France in the championship round. Eala and Jovic reached the semifinals following a quarter-final walkover and a solid opening round victory against Alina Svitolina and Venus Williams. In singles play, Eala moves on to face China's Xinyu Wang, WTA number 57, after defeating Magda Linette earlier in the day. Notice on unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph content. Please be notified that any unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph's content and/or materials is a direct violation of its legal and exclusive rights to the same, and shall be subject to appropriate legal action/s. Glowing star beyond the baseline. The Eala Jovic story at the ASB Classic. Tennis, at its best, is sport as poetry, a weave of speed and strategy, power and patience, youth and experience. At the 2026 ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, 2 rising stars wrote their own chapter: Alexandra "Alex" Eala, the 20-year-old Filipino sensation, and Iva Jovic, an 18-year-old American prodigy. Their doubles campaign ignited imaginations, stunned veterans, and ultimately, though ending in defeat, delivered a story of grit, growth, and glory beyond trophies. Tennis, a partnership of promise. From the outset, Eala and Jovic were more than partners. They were a symbol of youth converging on the global stage. Playing together for the first time in doubles, they brought fresh energy and fearless shot-making to the WTA 250 event in Auckland. Their first match was a statement. Facing American legend Venus Williams and former world number 3 Alina Svitolina, seasoned, decorated, and experienced, the young tandem refused to be starstruck. They played with courage, saving multiple set points and rallying from behind with resilience. In straight sets, 7-6, 7, 6-1, the underdogs emerged victorious. It was a win destined to be remembered as much for its meaning as its result. This victory wasn't just an upset, it was a declaration. A new generation had arrived. Motorway the road to the semifinals. Next came an unexpected twist, a quarter-final walkover against Jessica Malikova and Renata Zarazua. Though unconventional, this advance handed Eala and Jovic the opportunity to rest, recalibrate, and focus on their next challenge, the semifinals. The semifinal matchup pitted them against the third-seeded Chinese duo of Su Yifan and Yang Zhaoxian, 2 veterans whose doubles experience dwarfed that of the young pair. Su, a former top 10 doubles player with Grand Slam finals appearances, and Yang, a proven doubles competitor, brought poise and precision to every point. When the match began, there was no mistaking the intensity. Eala and Jovic started well, taking early leads in both sets, 4-2 in the first and 3-1 in the second, using aggressive returns and dynamic net play to pressure their opponents. Yet experience, especially in doubles, is a subtle art, mastering the ebb and flow of momentum, choosing the right shot at the right time, and exploiting tiny openings with acute judgment. In both sets, Su and Yang demonstrated this effortlessly. Despite the youthful spark, the scoreline eventually dimmed to 7-5, 6-3 in favor of the Chinese pair. Su and Yang's veteran savvy allowed them to reverse early deficits and seize control when it mattered most. Broken heart defeat with dignity. Losses are rarely ever easy, especially when a final is within reach. Yet what made Eala and Jovic's exit poignant was not the scoreboard, but how they fought. They competed with fire, refused to fold under pressure, and played beyond what many expected of a first-time partnership against seasoned WTA doubles specialists. Their performance was a reminder that talent is just the beginning, perseverance and poise define legacy. But the story did not end there. Tennis singles dreams still alive. While their doubles journey concluded, Eala's singles campaign remained vibrant. Later that same day, she delivered a commanding performance in the singles draw, defeating Poland's Magda Linette 6-3, 6-2 in the quarterfinals. This victory gave her a coveted spot in the singles semifinals and underscored her remarkable stamina and versatility. Set to face China's Wang Xinyu, a seasoned top 60 player, Eala's singles path promised drama, challenge, and opportunity. In this way, the doubles defeat felt less like an endpoint and more like a pivot, from shared ambition to individual pursuit. Globe showing Europe-Africa the broader significance. So why does this story matter? For the Philippines, Eala's accomplishments represent more than ranking points or prize money. She carries the hopes of a nation still hungry for global sporting icons, especially in a sport historically dominated by athletes from powerhouses like the US, Spain, or Australia. For young athletes worldwide, the pairing of Eala and Jovic demonstrates that courage and heart can bridge gaps of experience. They showcased fearless tennis against Olympians, world champions, and doubles specialists, a bold narrative shift that resounds far beyond the scoreboard. And for tennis as a sport, their run reminded fans of something timeless. Champions are not defined solely by wins, but by the courage to compete, to challenge expectations, and to elevate every point with purpose. Microphone a reflection in the aftermath. After the match, Eala, known for her calm, confident demeanor, showed both introspection and resolve. While disappointed that the doubles run ended, she also found joy in the lessons and momentum gained. In doubles today, we fought hard and learned a lot, she said. But I'm excited to focus on singles and keep working hard. Her words reflected both maturity and the hunger that fuel rising champions. Glowing star looking ahead. Every tennis season is a narrative of its own, with twists and turns that define careers. For Eala and Iva Jovic, the 2026 ASB Classic was not just a tournament, it was a milestone. They entered as rising talents. They exited as threats, unafraid of legends and unfazed by expectation. They fell short of the doubles final, but they left with something perhaps more valuable, belief. And belief, in the world of sport, is the seed from which greatness grows.